welcome to the Project Zero video series. Today we have our artist, his name is Arki. And why don't you tell us about yourself?
Well, my name is Arki. I've been producing for about 5 years now. I started off producing with Dutch House, and worked my way into progressive. So yeah.
What is your DAW of choice?
Well, I started off with FL Studio, but now that progressed into my music, I started working with Logic Pro.
Do you prefer it?
Yes, definitely. I prefer it now than FL.
Would you recommend it to any other users?
Of course, FL. Logic is great for producing or composing, and it's a great DAW overall.
Did you bring any tracks for us today to look over?
Yes, remix actually. Blau, how you love me. It's a remix that I've been working on for the past few months. So brought that with me so we can take a look at it.
So what inspired you to create this track?
Well, overall, I like the track, the original. I like the original. Great vocals, great lyrics. So I just decided to see if I could remix it. Just have it, give it my own my own feel, my own taste to the song. So that's why I remixed it.
What were your favorite synths to work with this project?
Well, for this project, I mainly used two synths or two VSTs, I guess. Synth one, and Sonic Academy's Anna synth. So I used those two synths or VSTs to work with on this song.
What did you mainly use them for?
Mainly for let's see, for the melody, and most of the melodies I used Anna. And then maybe like with Synth, I used the chords and longer chords. So yeah, Synth, I use those.
Okay. So how many tracks did you have with this remix?
Well, for this remix, I have, you can see, 27 tracks. So from those 27 tracks, I have about 4 drum tracks, which is the kick, ride, and snares. And I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12 synths, which are 12 synths, and then the rest are sound effects.
Okay. And then what did you mainly use on your effects, your drums, your leads? What were the main plugins you use on them?
Well, of course, EQ. You always have to have EQ. Take out the frequencies that you don't want, and maybe boost the frequencies that you do need. So, for the snares and hi-hats, of course, I used default EQs that come with already with Logic, but EQs that I mainly use are from Native Instruments. So, I really like their plugins, their EQ plugins. So I work with that. And basically, I use those for everything, either drums or the synths. So it's a good EQ plugins, and they have compressors too. So I use some of those compressors as well.
Which would be the main ones you'd recommend to any other artists or producers?
Native Instruments, but I also have Ozone. Maybe some of you know what I'm talking about. Ozone. It's a great plugin. It's good EQing. They have presets, good presets, but you can always tweak them, have it the way you want to make it, how you want it to sound. So yeah.
What would you recommend for new and upcoming starting producers?
Well, mainly I guess focus on your sound, I guess you can say. Everybody has their own sound. When you listen to a song on the radio or at a festival, you know right away that that's probably that specific artist. So find your sound, research, get to know plugins, and just find ways to, or pick your DAW. Everybody has their own specific way they work. So pick your DAW, plugins. If you need 2 samples, but yeah, that's what I usually would give That's the advice I would give.
What else can you say about your experience since you've been producing? What have you learned?
Um, I learned a lot because this Logic is my second DAW that I've used to produce. I used FL on FL. Like I never got a chance to get to learn from anyone. I didn't view watch tutorials. I had to learn everything on my own. Same with Logic. Um, I barely got into Logic about 2 years ago, so I had to learn everything on my own. But that's what you got to do. Learn new things, and I learned a lot into music theory. So how to compose music. Same with mixing. How to mix well with drums, how to mix well with the synths, and just mix them good, blend them in together. So it's a lot that I have learned over the past few years, and I'm still learning. So it's a learning process.
So you're saying that these experiences were vital for you as an upcoming producer, and you say that um, new producers should learn these important things as well.
Yeah, everyone has their own, I guess, preference of what or how they want to work. So just research, look through other DAWs. You might have other plugins, EQs, compressors, and whatever you feel that you're comfortable with, I guess. Yeah.
And where can people find your track coming up?
On SoundCloud, / Arki Music. You'll find it there. It will be uploaded within the month or so.
Well, thanks for coming in, Arki. It's great to see you. It's been a pleasure. Glad for all the tips and tricks you've given us, and hopefully, we have you again next time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I will be waiting for your call.
All right.
All right. Thank
Till
you.
next
Guys.
time.
All right. See you guys.